Everybody knows, say Bravo, a champion, sing. Champion, champion, hey, champion, champion. Everybody know Chris Gale is a champion, Beanie a champion, Bounty a champion. So those names I call all champions in their own field.
Oh, that was a slam. Everybody knows Bravo's a champion. Champion, champion. Well, I'm sure by now you know who I'm talking about. I'm in Abu Dhabi, and joining me today is a cricketing icon and a rapper in the house. He's known for his all-rounder skills, electric performances, and unmatched charisma. I'm delighted to welcome the one and only Dwayne Bravo. DJ Bravo, DJ Bravo. I'm so sorry I couldn't help myself from doing that. How has the energy been like in Abu Dhabi?
Well, it's kind of cold. So for us
Yeah.
coming from the Caribbean, it's very uncomfortable
Yes.
for us. But at the same time, as professional athletes, we just have to adjust and adapt to whatever conditions we encounter. So it's a little chilly, but apart from that, Abu Dhabi is always nice, very relaxed, very chilled, and also a very good group of players and a very good management team that makes everyone comfortable and happy.
Of course, and we're really privileged that we're getting you on your off days. So, how is time apart from playing for the matches? Do you get to explore? Have you traveled to Dubai?
Yeah, Dubai, I always go. So after this interview, I'll definitely go to Dubai. We have a few days off.
Okay.
But having said that, I don't go sightseeing and stuff. I don't do much. I enjoy going to restaurants, having nice
Okay.
meals and stuff. And yeah, so that's it.
Well, Curly Tales is all about food and traveling and exploring. What are some of the places that you like happen to visit in Dubai? Any favorite spots?
Combination is varies depending on my company at the time, depending if what type of food I feel like eating. I enjoy eating a lot of Caribbean foods. I will find like something like Miss Lily's or Ting Irie. Those are two like main Jamaican restaurants that I really go and enjoy. Apart from that, you'll find some fancy restaurant.
Yeah. Are you more of a foodie? Do you like dining places or do you like more of the partying?
I like both.
Yes.
I like partying. I enjoy partying. I enjoy going and listening to music and dancing. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke. So that doesn't really affect me. But the fact that I'm able to go out and enjoy myself and listen to some good music, eat some good food.
So, speaking of Caribbean, speaking of your childhood, you were born and brought up in a small country in the Caribbean. How was life growing up there?
Yeah, it's good. In the Caribbean, it's paradise for me. And obviously, I will always say that, the country that I'm from, it's a twin island called Trinidad and Tobago. Beautiful island. I wouldn't ask to live in any other country or any other place. So a lot of people always say, do you see yourself living somewhere else or would you leave Trinidad? And my answer will always be no. Home is home. Uh, I also grew up in a small village as well called Santa Cruz, which is the same hometown as Brian Lara. We share something very in common. I love my country.
Any fond memories growing up in this small village? Was cricket a very big part at that point of time? Did you ever imagine that one day you're going to be a cricketing sensation all around the world?
Cricket is very big in the Caribbean, and in Trinidad, it's also very big in my hometown. We all idolize West Indian players. So my dad is a big cricket fan, so it was very easy for me to get involved in the sport. And my hero is Brian Lara, which come from the same village. So it was, I had someone direct to idolize and try to emulate and look up to. In that era, everyone wanted to be Brian Lara.
Of
And
course,
myself
yes.
included. Since I was 5, 6 years old, that's the only sport I was interested in playing. And, I think that was the gift that I get from God to play. I could play other sport, but cricket is my gift. So I'm happy that I'm living my childhood dream. And you will never think that, you'll become what you become. You just have hopes, but there are so many kids playing the sport, but God chose me to be this person, and I just live in my dream, and I'm happy and hope I can inspire others and another generation and pass on the baton.
So apart from cricket, was there ever a thought that if you were not a cricketer, what was another career choice that you would have picked?
No, that never come to mind because it's a sport I'd fall in love with since I was 5 years old. So when you love something such at an early age, it's impossible to really think about any other profession, you know. So
Yes.
you will always hear the usual, like, okay, when you're growing up, I want to be a policeman, I want to be an army, I want to be a doctor or lawyer. Those things pass through your minds, but the love for cricket was this. And again, it's the number one sport in the Caribbean. So every child dream, especially boys, is to play for West Indies and play cricket. So
And your parents were always supportive of you from the beginning?
yeah, very supportive. Both my parents, my mom and my dad. Obviously, I come from very humble beginnings, just like a lot of athletes around the world. There's no different with me. So my mommy and my daddy definitely supported me a lot. My dad used to be that father, used to drive around the village and pick up everyone and just take them to cricket coaching clinics. And yeah, so I come from a cricketing family. Obviously my dad never played on a professional level, just in the village, but the passion he have for the sport is what get myself and my younger brother Darren all involved with the sport.
Of course, yes. And like speaking of humble beginnings as well, like what was the transition like from a time where you just started off in cricket and a time when you achieved fame and success? How did life change 360-degree for you?
It changed obviously from a financial point of view.
course.
I get more, stability and secure. In terms of fame and stuff, these things don't really go to my head. I appreciate when people acknowledge me and respect me and stuff, but at the same time, I live a life where I try to be on the same level with everyone else. That come from again the way I was brought up. My parents, they never had anything, and they're just happy and rich with life, and love. So that's how I try to care about myself. And yeah, so the fame and these things is okay, but I never see myself better than anyone. So I always try to bring along everyone else with me and just accept that people respect what I have done and I acknowledge it, but stay grounded.
Well, you're absolutely very humble and kind as well. Speaking of home, like what was the atmosphere like? Darren is also a cricketer. Are there any tips they all keep talking about? Any advice that he played on?
Yeah, growing up, we didn't, obviously, we grew up in different homes, but from a childhood point of view, we didn't really grow up and spend much time together. But when you get older, obviously, we both had to play for our country at the same time. And it was a great moment for parents and for us as brothers, for both of us to be living our childhood dreams, representing our country, traveling the world. Yeah, we are very close and we share a lot in common. And someone that, the mutual respect is there between both Darren and myself.
Lovely. You've had a tremendous growth playing for different leagues. What has been some of your takings or like learnings from playing for so many different franchises?
Every franchise is different, different management. They have different type of players will come in, and and also different environments. So for me personally, I always try to learn something that will also help me grow as a player and as a leader and also as a person. Yeah, and every franchise bring that. So when I look at here at MI is easily one of the most successful cricket franchise in the world, and their records and stats shows that. And I'm privileged and honored to be representing and play for a franchise that is so successful. I'm happy I was able to. I mean, when I first started to play for MI, Sachin was the captain.
Yes.
So at one point in time in my career, I had Sachin Tendulkar and Brian Lara, the two greatest ever
Greatest
as
legends.
captains. So it's a great journey. I think looking back at my career, some of my achievements and the people that I've been around, the teams I have represented, have all great teams.
You're definitely a great cricketer, but let's talk about the song Champion as well that had hit a viral sensation all around. I believe it was almost like 7 years ago when the song came out. And as per what I've read, that was a song that you wrote just after the toughest time that you had when you got dropped off in the West Indies
It
ODI.
is a research, eh?
Yes. So how was that time like? I'm sure it was
Yeah,
definitely tough.
so that story, I mean, obviously, a lot of people remember in 2014 when I was the captain of the West Indies team and we left the India tour. At that time, I was one of the lowest part in my career and in my life, so I wasn't sure what's next for me. And the team went to the World Cup. Obviously, they did not have a good World Cup, and right after the World Cup was CPL. So in CPL, obviously, I'm the captain of my team, the Knight Riders, and I was able to lead my team to our very first CPL
Yes.
championship trophy. And at that time, I felt like, I'm back on top of the world again, and, I'm feeling good about myself. And despite of what have happened previously, and that's where the inspiration for the song came. So after winning that CPL, I flew to Jamaica like a week after.
Okay.
And then that's where I created the song Champion along with my friend, a guy by the name of Razor, Jamaican. And after writing the song and recording the song, I held it for 1 year. So a lot of people think that, when we win the World Cup was the time that I write the song, but no. It was written like a whole year before the World Cup and just held.
Yeah, I remember faintly remember it was in 2016 is when you actually went live with the video. It was absolutely a sensation. We had children, youngsters, everybody singing and dancing to it. Did you get approached by a lot of record labels as well after that to create more music?
I did, and I make some more songs. Obviously, a lot of people will try to compare every song that I did with Champion. It's impossible because Champion is Champion, and you can't. It's hard to repeat that.
Yeah.
But I recorded that song based on a personal experience that I was feeling at the time, and I do music because of the love and the passion for it. So it's not about trying to be a Usher, a Neo, or Chris Brown. I'm just trying to be me. There's someone who is just happy about life and just want to share my energy and my passion with people. And my music is a reflection of my personality. So everyone should be inspired to be a champion. Everyone should be inspired to be number one in whatever they feel they want to do. So all my songs is like that. And, I did a song, a tribute to MS for his birthday one time called Number 7. Again, being able to create music is special, and again, you just have to appreciate people's talent and the way how someone go about writing a song, the way how someone go about building a beat. Now I opened my own production studio in Trinidad so I could be able to produce music as well. So
wow.
it's good, and again, the things that I do is things that I'm passionate about.
It definitely comes out. Can you sing us two lines from the song? It would be great.
Everybody knows, say Bravo, a champion, sing, champion, champion, hey, champion, champion. Everybody know Chris Gale is a champion, Beanie a champion, Bounty a champion. So those names I call all champions in their own field, and obviously there are so many other champions, but yeah.
What are some of the cultural aspects that are similar across all the MI teams?
Well, from the two teams that I have experienced is, one thing with MI, when you with a MI franchise, there are a lot of things you don't have to worry about off the field.
Do you think MI has a core vision to develop local talent across all the global MI franchise?
Yeah, I think they will. Obviously, the way how cricket is spreading now and they're expanding their brand throughout the world.
Yeah.
They will identify talents and they will identify scouts to go and look for those talents.
Do you have a favorite memory of playing across any of the MI teams?
One of my greatest experiences, I said to the guys a few days ago, was the first time I fly on a private jet. That was the first time in my life I felt like Karen Pollard.
Speaking a little bit about cricket, I'm going to give you a few words related to cricket, and you can respond with a word or phrase that comes to your mind. Yorker.
Toe crusher.
Mumbai Indians.
Successful.
Eden Gardens.
I think about Ganguly.
Okay.
Nada.
Cricket fans.
Amazing.
Who's the most entertaining one inside a locker room?
Myself and Andre Fletcher.
Wow. You and Pollard definitely have a great, great bond. I can even say that you would call him as a mentor. Any tips that he's
No,
giving
he called
you?
me mentor.
Okay.
It's the other way. Yeah.
I hope he's hearing this. But any tips that he's given to you that you felt has been extremely valuable?
He encouraged me to save my money. That is very good. And he's very good at money. He's very, very good from a business point of view. I'm okay in that aspect. I'm more free-spirited kind of individual. So what he did, like a lot of times, if I have loose cash, I will just go and spend.
Okay.
So Pollard will take it away from me, and he actually opened an account for me.
He's being a father.
He's like, yeah, he's a father figure in that aspect. But I appreciate it. Yeah, he's very organized like that.
Who is the one giving the most amount of pep talks?
Puran talk the most.
Okay.
Puran enjoy talking. Yeah.
Is there a specific kind of music that you listen to before every match? Is there like a ritual?
No routine, but I listen depending on my mood. I will listen to dancehall music, soca music. Those are the music that I grew up with, our culture music, and I enjoy a lot of Afrobeats lately. So yeah.
If you could have dinner with three cricketers from any generation, which one? Who would they be?
The people who I admire and appreciate the most, I mean, I respect a lot of players, all of them. Like I said, Sachin, I spent 3 years with him. Lara is like family. Pollard, Gale, these guys. MS, MS don't go out for dinner. He is just, I invite me to his room for mangoes.
Okay.
So it's just, I can't pinpoint any of them.
Okay. Speaking of, travels, are there any future plans? Like after your matches, are there games like you're going to go travel anywhere?
No, when I'm not playing cricket, I don't like to travel because I travel so much time, and so I just like to be home in Trinidad, just chill, eat my dad food. The only place I might go is Atlanta to see my son, because he
Okay.
lives in the US. But when I'm not playing, I don't like traveling.
And apart from cricket, are there any other sports that you like to indulge in, indoor, outdoor?
Yeah, when I'm home, I play basketball. I play a lot
Okay.
of basketball. I like football as well, a little bit of table tennis, but mostly I play basketball a lot because it helped me to stay active and fit, keep my speed and agility up. So that's why I play a lot of basketball back home.
Okay, perfect. And speaking of table tennis, they have a table right there. Before we wrap up, do you want to play a game of quick table tennis?
With who, you?
Yes, me. I'm gonna be in heels.
Okay.
Table tennis with Dwayne Bravo. Let's go. Oops. Oh, that was a slam.
Yes.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure, and thank you for
Thank you.
giving us your time at Curly Tears with Reese. Thank you.